What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. It is the 16th day of November, and here we are sitting at about $2.20, 8 hours and 8 minutes left in this day. 8 hours, 8 minutes left in this week as well. We have a higher low overall with this consolidation phase that we've been in since November, December of last year. We are consolidating in this range. We are actually in the lower half of this range, some of the better opportunities to buy since about a year ago. And I do believe we will break out to the upside. I do believe that we're going to see targets anywhere from about $13 to $16 between now and the end of January. That's my expectation. But $2.20 now, we definitely have a little bit to talk about as far as what the downside implications are. Okay, we are in this consolidation phase where we've been consolidating really since the 10th of October, and I think that we're in a megaphone pattern with higher highs here and lower lows here. Right? I think that we do have some type of megaphone pattern. I just don't know where the count begins with this pattern, right? Like, is it here? Do we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're trying to break out? Or is it here and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? We have a partial rise, and now we're looking to break out to the downside. You know, that's what I'm curious about. This pattern, when it breaks, if it is a megaphone, would take us up to about $3.60, would take us right to our all-time high level if we break to the upside. If we break to the downside, it would take us below $2. It would absolutely would. It would take us, I mean, potentially even down to like $1 itself. Well, maybe not that low, but like $1.30, $1.50, somewhere in that range. Anyways, I don't think we'll break out to the downside, but we might have lower prices to go than where we are now. We're at 219. We've already dropped a cent since I've started talking. Let's get into the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there. Okay, looking at the 1 hour, and we'll look at this with some volume on it on Coinbase here. Not a whole lot of volume coming in. It's the weekend, you know, that's typical, but also it's good to see that there's not more volume coming in as we're moving lower, right? We don't have bullish divergence on the RSI. It's a little bit disappointing, but whatever. Who cares? You don't need it to find support, right? Let's just see. Like back here, did you have bullish divergence? Yes, you did. Actually, yes, you did. That's not a good example. Back here, did you have bullish divergence? No, you didn't. You found support there. You did not have bullish divergence. So just saying, it doesn't need to happen, in case you're waiting on that. 5 minutes left. We likely do close here or lower. Stochastics look bearish. RSI looks bearish. The MACD looks bearish. We probably do go a little bit lower from here. 4 hour time frame. If we do go lower, where are we going? From a low on the 4th to the high here on the 10th. Grinding out that golden ratio zone, we probably find support at the 786, 886 area, somewhere between about $2.12 to $2.17, somewhere in that range there. We're very, very near it now, so I doubt we go too much lower. We're at $2.18.5 and dropping. We probably find our low today of this move from the 10th. We probably find our low today, and then tomorrow or next week we start moving up higher. If not today, Sunday, then tomorrow, Monday, we'll find our low. But somewhere at 216.7 to 211.9, somewhere in there. Sorry, let me say that again because we're dealing with decimals. 2.1668 to 2.1191, somewhere in that range. Okay, dollars. Moving lower, volume is dying off. I am absurdly confident that this is like, I don't want to call it this. This isn't the best way to think of it, but it's fake price action. It's not real. It's the weekend. There's low volume. We're making moves. It's not real. I don't think it's real at all. I don't think it's, and if it's not real, why are we concerned about it? Right? Everybody else is freaking out. We've got high levels of fear. Who cares, right? Who cares? Hold on. Which BTC ETFs led outflows? Seeing. Why is the market up today? Well, it's definitely not up today. I would definitely think we have a little bit lower to go, but nothing too extreme, okay? Looking at the 4 hour indicators here, the RSI is about to get into the oversold zone, so that's bearish there. And the hopefully we do bounce right off of it, though. Again, we're moving down without volume. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a really adverse reaction here and we just ripped to the other direction, right? Something like this or like this to kick off the new week. Stochastics look bearish, and the MACD is bearish too, but the MACD is giving us signals that we have bullish divergence here, right? You've got higher lows there, and with this close, we will validate that. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left. We're going to get that, so you're going to have double bullish divergence on your 4 hour MACD. You'll be right at the oversold zone, which is an area that you do like to bounce from on your 4 hour RSI. It doesn't mean that we have to, but you know, you've bounced from this area a good bit of the time, sometimes just below, whatever, but you're very near an area of which I would expect that you bounce. And if we look at this here, we take this trajectory into consideration, you do have these higher lows kind of coming into play. So I wouldn't expect, if you get below the RS or the oversold zone on the RSI, I wouldn't expect that you get too much below there. Right there and then up, right? Up, up, up. Should be go time tomorrow. It should be go time tomorrow, yeah. And then the stochastics don't look good, but that's okay. MACD makes up for it with that bullish divergence. I like it a lot. Daily time frame, and so does the volume, because again, moving down without volume, that's actually very encouraging. XRP too, if we're looking at this, let's just compare to the others chart here real quick. Okay. You know, the average altcoin right now from the close on October 10th, the average altcoin is down about 6%. XRP might be down about the same, actually. I thought it was looking better, but maybe it's down about the same. Okay, so you're down about 8% actually. So you are doing a little bit worse than the average altcoin. I don't know why. I just feel like this consolidation phase looks better, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it looks the exact same. It really does. It actually does look the exact same as this here. The only difference is XRP has higher highs and lower lows, right? Where you've got lower highs and lower lows. But overall, just consolidating, basically performing exactly like every other coin is right now. The daily time frame, looking at the daily indicators, daily RSI, we do have higher lows here as well, right? Higher lows here, come down a little bit, right? We might close today down a little bit lower, bounce there, and then we move up higher. Then we're getting set up for this kind of ascending triangle structure with a higher low, flat top basis here. We'll break out and move up to that overbought zone. I think that looks good. We officially, I think, have been shifting out of like a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs, into a sideways trend. And that typically does shift inevitably into an upwards trend as well. I know that sounds kind of weird, but let's just see if we can find an example of that real quick. Hold on. Like this, right? Exactly like this. Right? Where you have a downward trend, lower lows, lower highs. You shift it into a sideways trend, right? It's basically sideways right there. And then that shifted into an upwards trend. Now, the upwards trend wasn't that strong compared to the downwards trend, but still, that's exactly what happened. It's actually very common to see that. We're seeing that shift happen here. You can see it, right? Lower highs, lower lows. You can see the shift into the sideways trend right here. We've got the upward trend starting right here, right now. I think so. But again, with that, we can go a little bit lower. And by the way, don't think that if this is your first time watching my videos, don't think that this is how it happens every time. It's not. It's not. This happens. It happens a good bit of the time. I shouldn't say a good bit of the time. It's not uncommon. But it does not, the RSI does not always go from downtrend to sideways to uptrend, and then uptrend, sideways, downtrend. That's not how it happens. Not every single time. But whenever we get these little sideways movements, it makes it easier to anticipate an uptrend. And we have the higher lows here in correspondence with that. I think that we go just a little bit lower today for the close. Okay. The MACD, no bullish divergence, but there is a decay in bearish momentum. You can see it is decaying, right? We are building bullish momentum. We don't have bullish divergence. To some degree we do. I guess we do. Let's see. Hold on. I guess we do. No, we do. We do have. That's good. That's actually good. We do. Yeah, we've got bullish divergence. Nice. Nice. Bullish divergence on the stochastics as well. The RSI technically has it as well, but I'm not going to call it that. More so, I just think that we're forming an uptrend here and that we will be moving up higher. Okay. The way that I like to think about this is, first and foremost, we are in an overall consolidation phase, sitting on top of a very massive move up. I very much believe this implies that we will go higher, okay, not lower, not down here. If this was a pump and dump, we would have pump and dumped, but nope, it's not that. This is accumulation. This is, hey, XRP is going to be in the United States Crypto Reserve, right? We didn't know about that then, right? I think we figured that out a little bit later, somewhere like over here. I want to say February, March, but we found out about it here. The big dogs found out about it here, right? So public knowledge, this is accumulation for the institutions. Institutions have been accumulating. Large players have been accumulating XRP. I highly doubt that we're going to go lower, okay? What was the next thing that I was thinking? Oh, yeah. Here, we're in this overall kind of channel within this consolidation phase, and we're at the base of this channel. When we move up, whenever we do get above $3 again, that will likely break this descending high trend line. And with that break, we should see a move that takes us to new all-time highs. With the break of this channel right here, we should be breaking this consolidation phase right here. and ultimately be going up to prices that are, again, around $13 to $17. I think 13 to 16, maybe 14 to 16 is more appropriate. We take the high to low here, and that expectation comes from the fact that our 1414 is right here at about $13.56. I highly doubt that when we move up, after all this time consolidating, I highly doubt that we stop at our minimum target. Not that we're too good for it, but to me it just makes more sense that we would go up to about $14 or higher. Maybe we are too good for it, right? Something that's more in line with the move that we saw here last year. That's what I would expect, right? I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said everything I need to say. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. We have lower lows on our monthly RSI, higher lows in the price. It's hidden bullish divergence. The stochastics have reset. You had bearish divergence on all your indicators, and that's gone now. It's 2 shades to the wind. Your weekly indicators have all reset. You've got hidden bullish divergence on all of them. You're ready to bounce here on the MACD at the 0, ready to bounce at the 50 on the stochastics, and your RSI is ready to bounce here at the 40 as well. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.